Hey, this is Stephen James from Project Life Mastery. Today I'm going to share with you how to find quality suppliers and manufacturers that you can order products from and start selling on the internet so you can start making money and to build your own online business. Now, one of the best ways to build your own online business is through e-commerce. And the best way to leverage e-commerce is through the process called private labeling. Private labeling is the process of you finding a supplier or a manufacturer from anywhere in the world that's already manufacturing certain products that you can order from them, put your own logo, your own label, your own packaging on that product, and then start selling them anywhere that you want online. So if you wanted to have your own product, start selling it on Amazon or on Shopify or on your own website, private labeling is the easiest way of going about it because you don't have to invent something new. You can already see what's selling on Amazon or on Shopify, and you can find the suppliers that are already making those products, and you can customize it, you can tweak it, you can add your own logo, branding, packaging, design. You can play around with that, and then you have your own product that you can start selling anywhere that you want to start making money with it. So in this video, we're gonna dive into suppliers and manufacturers. How can you choose the best one? How can you do research on this? And how can you make sure that you find a quality, trustworthy supplier that you can start building a relationship with so that you can get started to build your business? The best way to do this is on a website called Alibaba.com, and that's what we're gonna dive into in this video. Let's begin. So right now I'm on the website called Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com is one of the leading global B2B trading e-commerce marketplaces. They connect buyers from over 190 plus countries to millions of suppliers all over the world. They have over 40 different major product categories. Buyers can search products, send buying requests, receive quotations, communicate, and transact safely with suppliers from all over the world. So Alibaba, this website, I believe is the best website to find quality suppliers. And I'm gonna give you a tour, just gonna show you some examples of different suppliers and products and what to look for, as well as how to reach out to them and some key questions that I'd ask to kind of kick off that relationship. Now, when you come to Alibaba.com, you're either here, number one, because you already have a product idea that you want to research. And so maybe you've already done some research for products that you might want to sell on Amazon or Shopify, or you just have a general idea of a product, but you're trying to find a manufacturer. In that case, you'd want to search for it right up here in the search bar. However, if you don't yet have a product idea, one great reason for coming to Alibaba as well is just to do research, to find potential products that you could sell on Amazon or Shopify, your own website, and you can determine if there's a market on those platforms for that product. And so in that case, one thing that I find very valuable is just browsing around on Alibaba, seeing what suppliers and different products are available. So here I just kind of look through some of the markets, some of the different categories they have. So if you have no idea what type of business you want to build or what kind of product you want to sell, you could just browse around all these different categories here. So, you know, in let's say sports and entertainment, let's say that, you know, you're into boxing, let's say. You could just click on the category here and you'll see all the different products that would be available here in this category. There's quite a lot that you could sift through, but I could browse around and say, hey, you know what? I could sell a mouth guard. I could sell, looks like, you know, a punching bag here. That might be too big of a product that you might want to sell considering the weight of that product. So you have to factor those things in when you're deciding on what kind of product you might want to sell. But here's a boxing robe. Okay, that's interesting. Here's boxing gloves. So I could browse through here and just get ideas for different products that I could potentially sell. Now, again, if you know what product you'd want to already sell, you just type it in here in the search bar to find different suppliers and manufacturers. So an example of a product that I'll give you is an ab roller. So you can see here there's over 4,400 results that showed up for ab roller. You could browse through here, see all the different suppliers that are manufacturing this product. Every supplier, they usually have a different design, a different type of product. And so that's one thing I love about Alibaba. You can really see all the different variations of products that would be available. In this case, for an ab roller, you'd be surprised how many different types of ab rollers are available. Now, one thing I want to mention is before I go through all the different options, because over 4,000 is a lot, there are a few different things you might want to filter. One of the most important things that I always filter with is if I come here to the left-hand side, I always check verified supplier. Verified supplier is just going to ensure that you get the highest quality suppliers on Alibaba. Now, Alibaba actually has a page here on their website where they describe what a verified supplier is. A few things you can see here is that you get world-class inspection, so you get connected with suppliers who have passed on-site verification by top global third-party inspection companies such as SGS, Intertek, etc. They have verified videos available, so you can actually see the supplier's facilities firsthand on video. So oftentimes that might be a concern that some people have in sourcing from different countries around the world, or trying to find certain suppliers to make sure that their facility and their manufacturing, all of that is top-notch and high quality. So that the videos provides a level of transparency, which I think is really great. They have detailed and free inspection report downloads. So this is helpful to get some additional information about their inspection reporting process or the inspection process and getting reports from that. Professional suppliers within the industry, so source products checked by independent third-party inspection companies and save time by connecting with credible suppliers that have specialty tags. Now, if you scroll down here, they actually have a breakdown, a comparison of a gold supplier versus a verified supplier. So verified supplier is a lot more superior and a lot better than just a gold supplier. So a verified supplier is essentially a gold supplier whose company profile, production process, quality control capabilities, product information, they have certifications and over 180 verifications that have been assessed and inspected offline by third-party institutions. The data is updated every year, which means essentially their information is trustworthy and they have all the factory inspection videos. So this will ensure that you get the highest quality suppliers and suppliers that you can trust. And I'm going to link to this page below in the description for you. But if I come back here, I've checked here verified suppliers. So already I've kind of sifted down the number of results that showed up. And then another thing you might want to consider checking is trade assurance. Trade assurance can just protect you from any discrepancies or issues that could come up in terms of ordering from the supplier. So this is a way that you get some additional assurance that if you order through Alibaba.com, you're not going to get scammed or taken advantage of or anything like that. So that's another great benefit and feature that Alibaba has. Now, I can see all the different types of foam rollers here. This one's a bit of a different, unique design here too. And just kind of looking through this marketplace, a great opportunity to make money and to build your business, let's say on a marketplace like Amazon, is if you come here and you find a great unique product and you don't find that anyone's selling that on Amazon, or there's very few competitors of that product, you could get into a market like foam rollers, ab rollers, that are fairly competitive marketplace, but there's an opportunity for you to position yourself differently, which is a great advantage. And suppliers, there's always new suppliers on Alibaba, new products that they develop and create that are unique and different. So you could browse through all the different types of products, but we're going to come back up here. I'm just going to choose this one here at the top just to give you a breakdown of the supplier. So first thing you can see, you got a little video here of the product in action. You can browse to see the product that they manufacture. This doesn't necessarily mean this is the only product that this supplier manufactures. This is just one of the listings that they have set up. This right here is the name of the supplier. So I can look at their profile here and learn more about the company. They're a company in China. They've been around here for about 5 years. They have trade assurance, 4.7 reviews. So you can rate different suppliers here on Alibaba. So that's pretty good. 4.7 stars. And then this is the Supplier Online Performance Index. I'll link to this page where you can learn more about this, but this is essentially classified into 6 different levels, 0 to 5, with 5 being the highest level. So this one's 3 out of 5. Here is their response rate, 93.8%, 300,000 plus products moved over 117 transactions, 82% on-time delivery rate. So those are some just good general information to keep in mind with this supplier. But here I can view their their company profile and see all the different products that they manufacture here. So this is really helpful because when you choose a supplier, you might be starting with them with one product, but you might be wanting to think, what are some additional products that I could source from this company down the road? You might start with an ab roller, but maybe down the road, they've got all these different other products in the same category that can be complementary that you could potentially sell as well. So that's a valuable thing to keep in mind. Now, if you come down here, you're going to be able to see what the price is per piece. So $1 to $3.50 is what the cost is to order from them. However, that's not the final cost. There might be some additional costs involved that you have to keep in mind. And this is something you're going to want to ask a supplier just to get all that information when you reach out to them. So this is their minimum order quantity, 500 pieces. So when you reach out to the supplier, which you can do right here, contact supplier, you can chat with them. You can do all that through Alibaba. But when you reach out to them, you'd want to ask them, what is the minimum order quantity? I mean, they already have it here, but sometimes I like to confirm that. And I like to get a breakdown of the different tiers. So if you're to order 500 pieces, what's the cost for 500 pieces? If you're to order 1,000 pieces, what would that cost be? If you're to order 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, and beyond, you want to know what those price points are, because once you get this information from this one supplier, you might want to reach out to other suppliers and get that same information and do a comparison to see which one works the best for you. You're also going to want to ask for a sample. So here they have the cost of the sample, $3.50 a piece. That does usually not include the shipping, so you'd want to reach out to them, ask them, what does it cost to ship the product? This is where I'm located. Getting all that information is really important because, again, you want to compile that, download it, and then get that same information, I'd say, from 3 to 5 other suppliers that you might like and might want to work with. And then you can do a comparison. Once you receive the sample, you can look at the quality of the product, compare it versus the other ones, but you want to compare all different factors. And you also got to know what the costs are so that you can determine how much you can sell the product for and what your profit margin is going to be. So it's really important to make sure that you get those costs. Another thing I'd ask them about is the lead time. The lead time they have broken down here. So if you order 1 to 2 pieces, 7 days, 3 to 5,000, 15 days, 5,001 to 10,000 is 20 days. And beyond that, it can take longer. I like to ask for the lead time because they might be busy during different times of the year. The busiest time being Chinese New Year, certain holidays, kind of like the winter time, Christmas time. They might be busier. The production can be delayed during that time. So I like to ask them what is the lead time and kind of get that idea from them when I reach out. And then you do have to factor in sometimes they can be delayed, and it even says this here, 82% are actually on time. So that's an important thing. Another thing you'd want to ask them about is customization. So part of the private labeling process is you're going to order, let's say, this foam roller, but you might want to customize it. Maybe there's a different color that you want to try. Maybe you want to tweak something, make it a little bit more unique or different than other ones out there. For example, you might want to try like a different handle on it, or maybe do like a cool design in the in between here where the colors are. The sky's the limit, but whatever ideas you might have, you want to ask them about that to see what options they have with customization. So that's important, as well as asking about packaging. So asking about what are the packaging options? Is there a poly bag? Is it a box? What can you guys do around that? Because you might want to be creative with that too. You might want to consider to see if you can put your logo here on it somewhere. Some products you don't need to have your logo on it, but that's something that you could do, just kind of add your branding to it, just to kind of differentiate your product a little bit. So those are questions you want to ask the supplier, get that information from them. Knowing the size as well as the weight of the product is also important. There's more information down here because if you're going to be shipping the product, wherever it might be, if you're shipping, let's say, United States and they're overseas, let's say they're in Asia, if that's the case, you want to make sure that you know what the weight of the product is and the size, because that will affect the shipping rate. And also, if you're shipping it in places like Amazon or another fulfillment center, they might charge different fees based on the weight and the size of the product as well. So going over that information is also important, but they've got all this broken down here. So all the suppliers, for the most part, they have a lot of details that you can go through. And it just makes your job a lot easier when you're doing research of finding quality suppliers. So all this information's here. Again, you can reach out to the supplier right here through Alibaba.com. And that's pretty much it. That's the most important things that you need to know when doing some research on Alibaba. And again, if you're trying to find a product, it's a great place to go just to do research, just to get ideas. I'm oftentimes spending a few hours on Alibaba just browsing around and just seeing what different products are available, even the newest products that are coming on Alibaba, because sometimes when there's a new product, there's a new opportunity that maybe no one else is selling, let's say on Amazon or on Shopify. So you can jump on that and be one of the first people to take advantage of a product. Order it from the supplier because they just invented something new that's not yet on the marketplace, not being sold. And then you can take advantage of that and start selling it and build a business and start making money online through that. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you want to learn more about Alibaba, I'll put a link below in the description, or if you go to www.alibaba.com, I'm going to link below as well to some of the pages that I mentioned, such as the Supplier Online Performance Index, the verified supplier, the breakdown of that so you understand it, trade assurance, and a few other great benefits and features that Alibaba has. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up here on YouTube. Subscribe for more videos here on Project Life Mastery. Turn on that bell notification so you can be notified of future videos. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Take care.